This Winnipeg Jets team is absolutely 110% for real. I have not been this excited watching a hockey team play, especially the Jets, since 2017-18. This is the best iteration of the team we've seen since then. This is better than the year after 2017-18. This is probably the best and deepest Jets team we potentially have ever seen. And I'm not just going out on a limb and saying this. Everything about this team has been absolutely astounding. You go back and you look at that win against the LA Kings, the 5-2 win, a great win, like an absolutely fantastic win. Not only do you get to see the star powers in Iafallo and in Vilardi coming out, just having that great game as always against a revenge game like that, but Gabriel Vilardi was absolutely incredible in that game. Nikolai Ehlers was absolutely incredible in that game. Nikolai Ehlers' last 5 games, he has put up just 7 points, in 5 games. Mark Scheifele the last few has been incredible as well. He's put up 6 points in 5 games. You look at Vilardi, he's been able to put up 7 points in 5 games. He's been absolutely on fire. Rick Bowness has turned this entire locker room around. He's gotten everybody to buy in. These games are just becoming more than just hockey games. They are the best entertainment you can find on TV and sports right now. That's how good the Winnipeg Jets are playing. And even when you have a bad game in there, like the San Jose game, this team does not quit. They don't, hang their heads in shame. They bounce back. They play hard. They are resilient. And that is exactly why the Winnipeg Jets are first in the Central and are actually fighting for it. Like, they've been playing fantastic lately. And like I said, first in the Central. They've been actually holding on to that and battling for that all season long. They haven't fallen out of the top 3. The points this year on the entire team, the depth is outstanding. Some of the most depth we've seen ever. You look at the players brought in, all 5 of the players brought in over the offseason are all fitting in perfectly. They're all, even some are getting contracts. Nikolai Ehlers has been brought back to life because of these trades. He is having probably the best start. Honestly, this is the most skilled Nikolai Ehlers has ever looked, I think, in his career. I'm just going to go out and say that. He looks like we are seeing prime Nikolai Ehlers, and I've already liked Nikolai Ehlers his entire career, so I cannot wait to see what else he brings. Everything about this Jets team is exciting, and I don't remember the last time I was this excited to watch Jets hockey, and I mean that as a diehard fan. You all know how crazy I am about the Jets, but I'm also a pessimist. I know when, I've had my lack of faith in this team, in this management, when I look at what Kevin Cheveldayoff has done, and you look at the trade alone, bringing in Vilardi, bringing in Iafallo, and Kupari, who is injured, but even before that was playing great. Like, Vilardi has just been awesome. He's got 4 points, 5 assists in 9 points in 11 games played. You look at Dubois this year, the guy it's just been crazy. Like, look at that. I don't need to say anything else. You earned that contract, bud. You definitely deserve it. Like, the man was so bad in Winnipeg, gets dealt in a one-sided landside trade. He hasn't done anything for the Kings, and on the other hand, the Jets have exploded. You move away from Dubois, you move away from Wheeler, you sign Scheifele and you sign Hellebuck, you commit to one side of the room, the other side of the room that obviously had these problems, because you can see, it's evident. Guys like Ehlers, Scheifele, these guys have been brought back to life. They're playing the best hockey we've seen, potentially in their career, and they're getting up there in age. Now, I know how good 2017-18 was, but when you look at the overall complexity of their game, the way it's evolving, the defense, the 5-on-5 play, everything about this team, it's variations of, it's something we haven't seen before. Even though this team is very similar to the Iowa team we saw the year before, then the year after, and the year after to some extent, they are finally buying into a new system, into a new identity, and they're not holding on to the past anymore. They are embracing the future, they are embracing the now, and it's amazing to see. Like, the Winnipeg Jets have some of the best just overall locker room chemistry, it seems like, in the league. And when you look at where they were a couple of years ago, you look at the players that are still here with all the rumors that everyone was reading, including myself. You can't, at the end of the day, I thought Mark Scheifele needed to go, but it's been clear that Mark Scheifele, what he needed was to be remotivated, and I give full credit to Rick Bowness, and I also give a ton of credit to Scott Arniel. Scott Arniel has just been his run when Bowness was gone with dealing with his wife and with the sickness and all that. That was huge for him to clutch up like that and step up and lead this team to victory. And then having Bowness come back, having that balance, you're starting to see the real, you're starting to see a really dynamic version of this Winnipeg Jets team that I don't think any of us really expected to see this year. Like, we all thought maybe there would be improvement, with the guys you're bringing in. Like, Vilardi's a skilled player. Iafallo, a guy can play anywhere in your lineup. Niederreiter being here for a full year. Same with Nemestikov as well. We all knew that those changes were going to be positive, but I don't think any of us realized how positive they were going to be. And again, Scott Arniel has been awesome, and it really makes me excited to think about what the future coaching could be, because Scott Arniel might be a hidden gem the Jets have down there as an assistant, and if Bowness wants to step away, in a year or two because of age and whatnot with his family, I'm honestly starting to get really confident in the idea of Scott Arniel, and like I said, Nino Niederreiter, a guy that was brought in last year, these guys have just not only gelled so well to start with this team in a full season, but they're wanting to be here, they're committing, they love the city, the fans, they're buying into every element that you want to see a Winnipeg Jet buy into, and that is so important to me, and I really, really like everything about Nino Niederreiter, and I can't stress that enough about what he's been able to do for that third line, helping Mason Appleton find confidence, Adam Lowry as well. It's been great. Adam Lowry, you see Adam Lowry shoot the puck on 3-on-2s and situations like that where he would never shoot the puck in the past, and he's making taking good shots. They're smart shots. He's confident, and it's just really awesome to watch. This entire team has so much life. They are one of the best teams in the NHL. I don't care. I really think that this team going forward needs to add. We're praising Cheveldayoff for the moves that he's made. Those 5 additions so far with these guys he's brought in have been amazing, but I still think that this team can be elevated even more, and I think a lot of us Jets fans feel the same way. Now, I'm not out here preaching for Cheveldayoff to go out there and throw every first-round pick, every prospect in the cabinet at a big trade to win the cup right now, because I trust his moves. He's shown that the smart, the right, the quiet move can be the one that makes a difference, and we've seen it time and time again, and I have full faith. He is my full faith, and the way that almost my fandom has been just, there's so much life that's been rebought into being a Jets fan right now. Not just for me, I feel like for so many people. You look at the attendance, they're going up and up. The numbers are getting better, even with the economy honestly getting worse. In a time of year where people spend a lot of money, they are, finding ways to bring in Jets fans, to get people excited about this. When you look at where they were at the start of the year, people were so concerned. You had all these talks about relocation with 5 games into the season already, and I think that, I just think that the way the Jets are playing right now, it's so good for so many reasons. It's so good for Winnipeg. It's good for the NHL because it's damn good hockey. This has been a great season so far with so many random narratives, but the Jets, without a doubt, are the real deal. So make sure to follow me and stay up to date with all things Winnipeg Jets. Subscribe, turn on notifications already. Peace and positivity as always. Go Jets, go. And this team, ladies and gentlemen, is real. Watch out.